Okay, it is Saturday, July 6th, and I guess you can tell I'm here heading back to the Northern Station to follow up on the police report 130499597. And if you look at the videos, the recent videos from the Northern Station, you'll see where I was told I'd be contacted by somebody by Friday. Today is Saturday. Naturally, I haven't been contacted by the investigators. The reason I'm here is to continue to show the rigged methodology. Now, remember, I have a prior complaint that I'm trying to voice with Captain Corrales at the park station for the incorrect police report 120682398. Naturally, if you fix the intelligence, do not provide proper procedures such as calling people in for the interview, making sure that when it's completed, the person has time to review it and check it to make sure that it's correct, etc., etc. This is how things are cleverly manipulated into not representing what's actually the truth, therefore fixing the intelligence. So here we go again, folks. Let's see how far we get with this system, which of course is non-responsive. You can't, go to the top to ensure correction. I mean, it's just as rigged as you can possibly get. But once again, welcome to the Northern Station. Hello. Hello. So it's Saturday, like I said, 10:35. Nobody's here at the front counter. So I'll wait because, like I said, this is crucial. This is important because if you don't have the correct facts, or anything's not correct, then you can't have correct process. It's a very clever manipulation of the process. It's rigged, it's set to fail. It's, like I've said before, flow-charted into oblivion and hell, and certainly not there to provide what needs to be provided. I want to make it crystal clear that, like I said, the prior report that I'm still trying, the police report that I'm still trying to correct at Park Station with Captain Corrales was because of the rigged procedure, not being called in for the interview, no follow-up. And naturally, I was never given a police report until I went and got it in May, when I was down at 850 Bryant. One assumes that, you tell the truth, you spell everything out, that it will be competently handled. Well, I think this video is proving just how incompetently the entire process is handled. And when you try to correct by pointing out the rigged methodology, naturally you can't get to anybody in a position to fix or to be accountable. This is, once again, as I said before, the banality of evil. There is no humanity, there is no compassion, and there certainly isn't legal right enforcement, especially when it comes to medical law. It is a very inhumane thing, when people can't get what is legally, rightfully theirs. And the illusion goes on about supporting systems like this, which do not function properly. You need to ask yourself a few questions. How long have I been here? How many times have I come back to point out the failures, etc., etc.? Hello? Well, there's an officer who saw me and walked away. So, courteous, prompt service. Nothing like illusion and delusion. Hello? And I'm, I guess, kind of surprised that they're not saying I'm being disruptive. I mean, I guess you can tell how many people are here and, how busy they are fulfilling their functions. I mean, disruptive, huh? It's an interesting characterization. Hello? Anybody here? 2 officers go by, nobody comes up to the front counter. Can you say rigged is as rigged does? Customer service, professionalism? Oh, it must be a different world. Proper follow-up, concern, compassion, humanity, must be a different world. So like I said, it's Saturday, July 6th, and it's approximately 10:40, on a Saturday morning in San Francisco, a major metropolitan, down at, the Northern Station. And mind you, this is the station that apparently handles, City Hall and that area, where, of course, like I said, I called for that civil standby May 1st, which, of course, you saw how I was not granted that, and, of course, what flowed from not receiving civil standby at the Department of Public Health, and, of course, on 5/1, the sheriff's deputy's brutal assault, which is what this police report 130499597 is about. But if you never call me in for an interview, like they did on the last one, in regard to the 8/15 incident, that just leaves us hither, yither, and yonder. Is anyone here who can help me?
What's that?
Is anyone here who can help me?
I don't know.
Nice to see you again, Officer Falana. Could you send someone out for me, please? Now, mind you, this is the officer that, I went in and filed the original complaint with the OCC, which, if you look at the OCC videos, you'll notice how it is also set to fail. I was never called in for an interview, et cetera, so of course the intelligence could be fixed. Hello? Goodbye. Lots of things.
What is it you need?
Lots of things. So let me go ahead and start. No. Thank you.
You need to leave the station now.
Pardon me?
You need to leave the station.
Why do I need to leave the
station? You
station?
come here all the time and you cause people problems.
How am I causing problems by following up?
Some mental health care. Okay?
Excuse me? Are you a doctor to say that?
You need to go.
I need to go. What law am I breaking, sir? I'm here following up. Well, folks, I need mental help. Oh, my goodness. Well, anyway, I have to be grateful for that because it continues to illustrate what I've said all along. Not only did they fix the paperwork, not only did they twist the facts, but, they throw out ad hominems at you, you're hostile, you're this, you're that, you cause nothing but problems, just following up, I'm causing nothing but problems. Of course, I'm exposing the rigged system. You heard what he said, I had to leave. Well, I guess I'll just have to come back some other day and continue to point out the farce, the inhumanity, and what you receive at the hands of, law enforcement in San Francisco. So, anyway, thank you, and please realize, this is the officer who, didn't know what the law was, who couldn't answer, what if the bogus stay-away order was, false, would he arrest the Department of Public Health? This is, part and parcel of the corruption, the deceit, the inhumanity, the moral hazard. The list just goes on, but mind you, I'm the one with the mental problem, according to them. I guess you would have to agree that I do have an adjustment disorder. I am a very well-adjusted individual in a very maladjusted society. And in addition to that, I don't adjust well to disorder being thrown at me willy-nilly. And if there's anything that I have shown on this video, it is not I who have the disorder. It is their methodology, it is their lack of humanity, It is their lack of help. It is, everything that I have received so far to date by all the complicit players. It's up to you guys on YouTube to judge, but know one thing, you're next, because, they do not care about doing the right thing. And, I think that I will continue to the very end, just like I did in, the denial of my emergency services back in 2001 that the city attorney had thrown out of federal court in 2003 with testified in fraud, and signed a confession admitting fault and guilt in 2007 through the Office of Inspector General. Yes, I will continue. That's the same case also that no one from the city attorney to the Department of Public Health to anyone has explained to me how they could throw out my lawsuit, with me telling the truth, providing everything correctly, only for them to sign a confession admitting fault and guilt for having broken federal law. The signed confession is at my own private Guantanamo.com. Feel free to go and check it out. So nothing has changed. The illusion continues, and I will continue to follow up to show truly who has not only the mental problems, but the lack of spirituality, the lack of a decent soul, the lack of humanity, and everything else. Clearly, the finger is pointed at me, and clearly, the people who are pointing the fingers are the ones who are guilty of having mental issues, humanity issues, spiritual issues, just anything that would make them a decent person. Because when you argue with the truth, that does not bode well, for what you stand for, integrity, etc., etc. So, it's up to you guys to judge. Here it is. Please understand that I will continue.